When times get hard, you've probably been told to think positive, stay hopeful, and everything will work out. But the reality is, life doesn't bend to your optimism. When adversity strikes, even the most inspiring mantras can crumble under real pressure. What truly keeps you standing isn't empty hope, it's inner strength, discipline, composure, and emotional resilience. These are the core traits that Stoicism has cultivated in people for thousands of years, from emperors to slaves, soldiers to ordinary individuals like you and me. Stoicism doesn't promise to make your life easy or paint hardships in bright colors. Instead, it equips you with the tools to endure and thrive no matter what you face, helping you become the strongest version of yourself. In this video, I won't just talk about Stoic theory, I'll walk you through 8 practical and straightforward Stoic principles you can start applying today. They'll not only make you more resilient when challenges arise but will also help you build an unshakable sense of calm, control, and inner freedom, allowing you to shape life on your terms. If you're ready to tap into your deepest strength and revolutionize how you face the world, stay tuned until the end. Number 1, everything is neutral until you give it meaning. Picture a child sobbing over a dropped ice cream cone. To them, it feels like the end of the world. To an adult, though, it's a minor accident, something easily remedied or forgotten. The same event happens, but the reactions couldn't be more different. Why? Because adults understand that the event itself isn't catastrophic, it's our interpretation that adds weight. Stoicism teaches us that nothing in life is inherently good or bad, everything is neutral until we label it. Rain isn't positive or negative, it's only the hopeful beachgoer or the desperate farmer who gives it value. This principle applies to every situation, from small annoyances to major life events. Losing a job could mean despair, or an open door. Betrayal could mean heartbreak, or liberation. As Epictetus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. Someone's insult is just noise, it's our choice whether we give it power. Shifting your perception isn't always easy, but it is possible. The next time irritation strikes, pause, breathe. Ask, is there another way to see this? Criticism from your boss might be an attack, or an invitation to improve. An interruption might be rude, or just excitement. It's not what happens, but how you choose to interpret it, that defines your experience. Even deep loss, like the death of a loved one, remains a real sorrow, but you can focus on gratitude rather than devastation. Stoicism doesn't deny pain, it teaches you not to let pain own you. And when you master this, you'll find that nothing outside of you can truly shake your foundation. This brings us to the next principle, treating adversity not as punishment, but as the force that forges your strength. Number 2, embrace adversity like a tough coach. Imagine watching someone at the gym push through heavy lifts. Their muscles shake, their face strains, and sometimes they fail, but the experienced lifters don't complain. They know the pain and pressure are what build strength. Life works the same way. Every obstacle you face isn't meant to crush you, it's meant to train you. Think back to your last major hardship, a betrayal, a job loss, a devastating failure. How did you respond? Most people instinctively ask, why is this happening to me? A Stoic shifts the question, what lesson is this hardship teaching me? Avoiding life's challenges leaves you mentally weak, just as avoiding physical strain leaves your body frail. Athletes know growth comes through resistance. Runners know the hardest strides lead to endurance. Life demands the same resilience. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." Will you be a fragile candle blown out by hardship, or a fire made stronger by it? The next time you face difficulty, think of it as weight training for your mind and spirit. If you're criticized, build resilience. If you're challenged at work, sharpen your skill. If you fail, learn. Just like a fighter learns more from a loss than a win, you grow stronger through each struggle. Hardship doesn't wait for you to be ready, it comes without warning. You can complain or you can embrace the training. Share your story in the comments if you've faced adversity that later revealed itself as a blessing. And if you're determined to keep growing stronger, hit that subscribe button. Life's challenges won't stop, but with the right mindset, neither will you. Number 3, focus on what you can control yourself. You're driving to an important appointment when you hit every red light. Traffic thickens, time drag, frustration bubbles up. Why today of all days? You honk, fume, check the clock, but none of it makes the cars move. This is a classic trap. Wasting energy on things you can't control while neglecting the one thing you can, your response. So many people exhaust themselves trying to control weather, traffic, the behavior of others. It's like a chess player who gets angry at the board instead of playing the game. A good player doesn't change the rules, he adjusts his move. You can't make the sun shine, force someone to like you, or stabilize the economy, but you can govern yourself. I knew someone who used to erupt at every little inconvenience. One day, when someone mistakenly took his coffee at a cafe, he paused. Would anger bring his drink back? No, so he asked for another cup, calmly, and moved on. That moment changed his life. Every time you let external events dictate your emotions, you're like a ship without a captain, tossed by every wave. But when you master yourself, you steer your own course. Someone insults you. Choose indifference. Plans collapse. Choose flexibility. Trouble strikes. Choose strength. Even waiting in a slow checkout line can be a moment to practice patience. Control isn't about being robotic, it's about placing your energy where it matters. Ask yourself when frustration arises, will my reaction change anything? If not, let it go. Master yourself, and you master life. Number 4, turn negativity into a joke. There's a powerful psychological secret. If you can laugh at something, you shrink its power over you. Think about a time you spilled coffee, missed an important deadline, or tripped embarrassingly in public. At the moment, it felt like a disaster. Now? Probably fun. What changed? Time. But Stoicism teaches, why wait? If you can laugh in the moment, you've already won. Imagine you trip and fall, scattering your bags everywhere in front of a crowd. Embarrassing, sure, but from an outsider's view. Pure slapstick comedy, so why not laugh too? Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. In other words, no event has meaning until you assign it meaning. Losing your job can be a tragedy, or an opportunity. Getting betrayed can be devastation, or freedom. The next time something goes wrong, imagine yourself as the star of a comedy, not a tragedy. Laugh. Move on. You'll find that humor doesn't just lighten your mood, it strengthens your spirit. Life will either drown you in sorrow or teach you not to misplace your trust again. Understand this, the world doesn't hand you tragedies, it simply offers circumstances, and it's you who decides what label to give. This isn't just about major setbacks, it applies to daily frustrations too, like an insult from a stranger. Imagine walking down the street and someone shouts, "You're worthless." If you turn, argue, and get upset, you hand them power. But if you look at them with mild amusement, as if they are speaking an alien language, and continue on, you remain sovereign. When someone tries to provoke you, visualize them as an actor in a ridiculous play. Their voice becomes exaggerated, their gestures almost cartoonish. Suddenly, their words lose their sting. Instead of being wounded, you find it fun. Remember the phrase illegitimate non carborundum, don't let the bastards grind you down. Their insult is a reflection of their character, not yours. A king does not quarrel with beggars. Know your worth, you don't need to justify it. If you're still here reading, congratulations, you're starting to see life differently, less reactive, more composed. But this isn't the end. Every part of this message is crafted to fortify you. Stop here, and you might miss essential strategies for even bigger battle. Keep reading. If you're finding this useful, tap the like button, not just to support the message, but as a reminder that you're stepping into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Number 5. Simplify your life to worry less. Have you ever noticed that the most exhausted, anxious people often aren't suffering because of a lack, but because they have too much? Someone with 3 cars must choose which one to drive, worry about maintenance schedules, juggle insurance policy. A person with an overflowing wardrobe stares into the mirror, paralyzed by choices. People chasing countless ambitions are rarely at peace, they fear falling behind. There's an old story, a poor fisherman casts his line into the sea. A wealthy businessman asks, "Why don't you work harder to earn more?" The fisherman responds, "What for?" The businessman replies, "So you can get a bigger boat, catch more fish, hire others, grow rich, and one day relax by the sea." The fisherman smiles, "But I'm already doing that." We trick ourselves into believing happiness lies in more possessions, more achievement, but what we need is often lack. Look around, how many clothes have you not worn in months? How many apps on your phone sit untouched? How many so-called friends truly know you? Psychologists call this the paradox of choice. The more options you have, the more anxiety you feel. Too many paths create paralysis. Simplicity liberates the mind, sharpening focus on what matters most. Seneca said it best, "It is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." True wealth lies in contentment. If you can enjoy a simple meal, you'll never feel impoverished. If you can sleep soundly on a hard bed, you'll never feel deprived. So how do we simplify? Try living a day using only what you truly need: essential clothes, simple meals, minimal commitment. Ask yourself for every item, every obligation, do I need this? If not, consider letting it go. The Bible asks, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? You can have everything and still be enslaved by endless worry. Simplicity isn't just about peace, it builds strength. A person with little to lose fears little. A soul unburdened by possessions cannot be easily manipulated. A mind free from distractions is unstoppable. Number 6. Face mortality to conquer the fear of death. There is a deep fear that clings to most of us, whether we acknowledge it or not. The fear of loss, of endings, of death. It's ironic, the only certainty in life is the one thing we try hardest to ignore. Yet Stoicism teaches a different way. To live bravely, you must learn to embrace mortality, not shun it. Imagine starting each morning not by reaching for your phone, but by pausing and asking, if today were my last day, how would I live? That one question can transform everything. The Stoics had a term for this, memento mori, remember that you must die. But this isn't morbid, it's freeing. When you deeply understand how fleeting life is, trivial worries shrink, and real priorities come into focus. How do you practice this awareness? By consciously practicing death. Close your eyes for a few moments each day and imagine a world continuing without you, no tasks unfinished, no social obligations unmet. The realization that life moves on without us strips away illusions of self-importance. Suddenly, that rude comment, that missed opportunity, that minor failure, they all lose their grip. When facing a hard decision, ask, would I still care about this if I had one day left? That question slices away fear, people-pleasing, hesitation. It makes you bolder in love, honest in conflict, daring in drain. Over time, you realize, practicing death is practicing life. When someone frustrates you, think, if this were my last encounter with them, would this matter? When you hesitate to pursue a dream, remember that death doesn't wait. Psalm 90 reminds us, teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Awareness of death gives you clarity and urgency. Most people ignore death until it crashes into their lives like a storm. The Stoics faced it daily, and because they did, they lived fully, unafraid. Death awareness frees you from fear, from pettiness, from other people's expectation. You stop chasing empty dreams and start truly living. Which brings us to the next truth. If you grasp how short life is, would you still waste it trying to please everyone else? Number 7. Stop living to please everyone. Have you ever agreed to plans you didn't want, taken on burdens you couldn't carry, or smiled when you wanted to stay silent, all to keep others happy? If so, it's time for a reset. Picture yourself as a phone with limited battery life. Every unnecessary yes drains you. And the harsh truth is, no matter how much you give, someone will always be dissatisfied. People-pleasing is like running 10 apps at once. Your battery depletes fast, and nothing meaningful gets done. A Stoic doesn't seek approval from the crowd. As Epictetus said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. When you begin living for yourself, criticism will come, but that's a sign you're on the right path. Think about it, even the perfect shirt can't please everyone. Someone will find it too bright, too dull, too simple. If you chase universal approval, you'll lose yourself. One clear sign you're stuck people-pleasing, you can't say no. But no is not cruelty, it's clarity. Imagine you've been planning a peaceful weekend getaway, and a last-minute invite pulls you toward a party you dread. If you say yes out of guilt, you betray yourself. Worse yet, you rob the world of your genuine presence. The Bible says, no one can serve two masters. Living for others' expectations leaves no room for your own soul. So how do you stop? Start small. When pressured, pause. Ask yourself, is this right for me? If the answer is no, stand firm. You don't owe long explanations, a simple, respectful decline suffices. At first, guilt may surface. Let it pass. You weren't born to be a mirror for others' desire. Are you ready to claim your freedom? If so, comment "Own my path" below. Take the first step toward living authentically. Number 8. See life as a game and learn to play it well. Imagine picking up a video game. You choose your character and step into a world where every level presents new challenges, some easy, some infuriating. Would you slam the controller when faced with a hard level? No, you'd keep trying, finding new strategies, laughing at the setback. Life is no different, yet most people don't see it that way. They encounter hardship, job loss, betrayal, failure, and act as if life has wronged them. But life isn't unfair, it just has its own rules, like any game. Shift your mindset. When rejected, don't think, I'm worthless. Think, how do I level up? When mistreated, think, this is testing my strength. My friend failed 3 businesses before succeeding. Every failure sharpened his skill. Had he quit after the first setback, he'd never have reached success. In Stoic thought, any obstacle is fuel. The obstacle is the path. If you see challenges as part of the design, they empower you. A life without hardships would be like a game without difficulty, empty and boring. So how do you play well? First, stop seeing adversity as punishment. Start seeing it as a test of your ability. Second, keep upgrading yourself. In games, you seek better weapons and skill. Do the same in life, learn, adapt, grow. Finally, decide, will you be a skilled player, or one who rages and quits when faced with obstacles? When you see life as a game, setbacks won't crush you, they'll energize you. We've now walked through 8 timeless principles to anchor you during life's storm. These aren't just ideas, they are lifelines to transform every trial into a triumph. Storms will come, but you now have the tools to remain unshaken. True strength isn't about perfect circumstances, it's about resilient responses. If this resonated, hit like to affirm your commitment. Share your thoughts in the comments, I read every one, and share this message with someone who needs it. Most importantly, subscribe, because more life-changing insights are coming. Until next time, stay strong. Transformation isn't easy. Some people manage to make real changes, but most just talk about it. Why? Because motivation alone isn't enough. True transformation requires action and discipline. It must also be approached in the right way. In this video, you'll discover techniques that will help you break free from old patterns and reinvent yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. These aren't just random tips, they are real-world principles grounded in Stoic philosophy and proven success. If you're tired of feeling stuck and are serious about leveling up, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, make sure to click the subscribe button. This is just the beginning of your transformation journey. Let's jump straight into it. Secret number 14, change your environment. The very first and often most overlooked step in transformation is changing your surroundings. Your mental state is deeply shaped by where you spend your time. A messy, chaotic environment can heighten stress and drain your energy. On the flip side, a clean, organized space brings clarity and calm. But it's more than just tidying up, it's about designing an atmosphere that fuels your personal growth. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote in Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He knew external chaos can disrupt internal peace. When your environment is filled with confusion, clarity becomes harder to maintain. Deliberately creating a space filled with positivity and inspiration strengthens your mindset. Also, think about the emotional environment, the people, conversations, and the media you consume. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity or cynicism, it quietly erodes your inner strength. Ask yourself, Do my surroundings and relationships align with the person I want to become? Marcus Aurelius understood that protecting one's mental and emotional environment was vital for true strength. His wisdom still holds: if your external world is toxic, it burdens your inner world. Clean up your space, seek out uplifting relationships, and feed your senses with inspiration. Even simple acts, like organizing your desk every morning, can transform your mindset. As Epictetus advised, if you aim to improve, be willing to seem foolish to others. Build an environment where you can grow authentically, even if it feels awkward at first. The right surroundings aren't a luxury, they are a foundation for lasting change. Secret number 15, rewire your mindset. Next, we move to the command center, your mind. Every action stems from thought. If you harbor negativity, it blocks your potential. The key is learning to see obstacles differently, not as threats, but as invitations to grow. Techniques like gratitude, affirmations, and visualization can physically rewire your brain toward success. Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Life will never stop challenging you, but you can change how you respond. Start asking yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How is this shaping me? Each setback is an opportunity to build resilience and wisdom. This reframing is a powerful mental shift from being a victim to being a creator of your life story. Practicing gratitude is another game changer. Shifting your focus from what's missing to what's present strengthens emotional resilience. Research shows gratitude boosts mood, reduces stress, and increases overall well-being. Seneca said, "A wise man is content with what he has, yet strives for more." Gratitude isn't complacency, it's a foundation for growth. Pair this with affirmations and visualization. Imagine your success. Feel it. Speak it into reality with statements like, "I am resilient," or "I am capable." Repetition trains your brain to believe and act accordingly. As Epictetus urged, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Your vision, backed by aligned action, becomes unstoppable. Stay vigilant with your thought. Catch negativity early and consciously reframe it. Over time, this rewiring becomes second nature, opening the door to incredible inner transformation. Secret number 16, master your morning routine. You've probably heard it before, how you start your day defines everything, and it's absolutely true. However, it's not just about waking up at 5 a.m., it's about creating a morning ritual that primes your mind and body for success. Your morning routine sets the tone for how you handle challenges, emotions, and opportunities throughout the day. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, exercising, or reading, a powerful morning ritual can change your entire trajectory. Seneca captured it beautifully when he wrote, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." A purposeful start each day allows you to reset, refocus, and renew your commitment to growth. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Your morning doesn't need to look like anyone else's. It just needs to nurture clarity, energy, and intention. Marcus Aurelius, too, emphasized mental preparation each morning. He reminded himself that he would encounter difficult people but chose to stay grounded. By mentally bracing for daily challenges, you avoid being thrown off course. Your morning routine should reflect what energizes and centers you, a mix of body, mind, and soul practices. Maybe it's a 10-minute meditation followed by journaling. Maybe it's a brisk walk or reading an inspirational passage. Writing out your thoughts, worries, and goals also clears mental clutter, As Seneca noted, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By externalizing worries, you weaken their hold over you. But remember, consistency is key. The magic is not in complexity but in showing up daily. Over time, your morning practice becomes a sacred anchor, grounding you in discipline and intention, empowering you to live each day fully, one morning at a time. Secret number 17, commit to continuous learning. Transformation demands continuous learning. If you stop growing, you stop transforming. Make it a non-negotiable to nourish your mind with knowledge daily. Read books, take courses, explore new subjects, and experience life deeply. Small, consistent learning sessions, even 10 minutes a day, compound into powerful personal growth over time. Stoicism placed supreme value on wisdom. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, taught that living well means living in harmony with nature, which requires understanding yourself and the world. Constant learning feeds this understanding. Every new insight sharpens your perception, improves your decisions, and accelerates your evolution. Growth doesn't happen by accident, it's cultivated through curiosity and discipline. Every conversation, book, podcast, and even failure is an opportunity to learn. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Don't wait for perfect knowledge, apply what you learn immediately. Learning is not an academic exercise, it's a lived experience. Make learning a daily habit. Read a page, listen to a lecture, reflect deeply. Each tiny investment in your mind shapes your destiny. Over time, your knowledge compounds, and with it, your wisdom and influence. Never let yourself plateau. True Stoics knew that wisdom isn't something you master once, it's a lifelong pursuit. Commit to growth today, and every day, and your future self will look back with gratitude. Secret number 18, embrace failure next, and critically, embrace failure. While most people fear it, failure is one of the greatest tools for transformation. Every mistake is a lesson. Every fall is a chance to rise stronger. Without failure, there is no growth. Fear of failure keeps you playing small, embracing it propels you toward greatness. Reframe how you see setbacks, not as signs of inadequacy but as necessary steps on the path of mastery. Epictetus said it best, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. When you internalize this, failure stops being terrifying. It becomes feedback. It becomes fuel. You realize that stumbling doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're trying, stretching, daring. Marcus Aurelius, too, faced countless setbacks, yet never let them define him. In Meditations, he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Challenges don't block your path, they are the path. They refine your character, sharpen your skills, and deepen your wisdom. Each failure is a teacher. It instructs you where to aim better, try smarter, and grow tougher. If you're not failing, you're not pushing hard enough toward your real potential. Embracing failure means celebrating effort, learning from mistakes, and persevering with greater insight. It's not the fall that defines you, it's the decision to rise again, smarter and stronger. Transformation doesn't come from perfection, it comes from persistence. Remember, every success story you admire is built on a mountain of failure. Lean into your setbacks, because within them lies your greatest potential for change. Resilience is the process of getting stronger through experience. Your transformation will be accelerated if you keep an open mind toward the lessons that failure offers. Resilience is crucial when facing setbacks. The ability to recover quickly and move forward despite obstacles must be actively developed. Every time you fall short, you build determination, strengthen your character, and cultivate patience, endurance, and humility. Rather than avoiding failure, seek it out, try new things, take risks, and learn from mistakes. Your setbacks will not be permanent barriers but stepping stones pushing you ahead. As you embrace failure, you will find yourself becoming more independent, no longer fearing the unknown but welcoming it as part of your journey. True growth isn't about being flawless, it's about persistence and learning. So, the next time you fail, don't be discouraged. See it as the start of a new chapter, learn from it, and let it drive your progress. Secret number 6 is about setting specific, actionable goals. To transform your life, you need clear and realistic targets. Instead of only dreaming about the big picture, break it down into small, manageable steps. Focus on what you can achieve today, this week, and this month. A clear plan directs your mind and energy effectively. Goals aren't about achieving perfection, they are about creating direction. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic philosopher, once said, "Stop wasting time debating what a good man should be. Be one." This emphasizes action over endless contemplation. Once you decide what you want, start working toward it immediately. Even the smallest step forward will move you closer to your transformation. Breaking down major dreams into smaller, achievable tasks is essential for steady and sustainable progress. When you focus too much on the grand vision, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the power of action, urging us to be one, not just think about what a good person should be. Transformation demands that you don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are, using what you have. Move forward, step by step, and don't underestimate small beginnings. Set goals that are clear, measurable, and aligned with your greater purpose. Instead of vague ambitions like be healthier, or be more productive, ask yourself what you can do today to move toward those aims. Maybe it's a 10-minute workout or dedicating 30 minutes of undistracted focus to a task. Specific actions build momentum and ensure you stick to the path of meaningful change. Remember, goal setting isn't about chasing perfection but providing yourself with a reliable guide. As you work toward your goals, you'll adjust and adapt along the way, and that's perfectly natural. Progress is more important than rigid adherence to plan. Breaking down your goals into smaller milestones helps keep your journey manageable and motivating. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, focus on writing a set number of words daily or completing a chapter weekly. If you aim to learn a new skill, dedicate a set amount of time to practice each day. Small victories build confidence and create unstoppable momentum. With consistent action, even the tiniest habits form the foundation for long-lasting success and transformation. Next, secret number 7, surround yourself with positive influences. The people you allow into your environment greatly impact your growth. Positive people lift you higher, while negative people drag you down. Seek friends, mentors, and communities who push you to become better, support your dreams, and inspire you to persist. Your network can either be your biggest asset or your greatest hurdle. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Carefully curating your relationships is essential for meaningful transformation, and will create an environment where growth thrives naturally. The company you keep shapes your journey. You've likely heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and it's profoundly true. Your environment includes both the people around you and the places you inhabit. Being surrounded by negativity and toxicity will drain your energy, while a supportive network will push you to excel. Seneca stressed the importance of choosing companions wisely, linking personal growth to the influence of those around you. Seek out individuals who challenge, inspire, and help you evolve. Whether it's friends encouraging your ambitions, mentors sharing wisdom, or online groups promoting growth, your circle must align with your transformation goal. It's not just about encouragement, you also need accountability. True allies will call you out when you stray and help you stay committed to your path. Transformation isn't easy, and having people to guide, challenge, and support you makes a huge difference. A strong support system can help you navigate challenges more effectively and stay motivated over the long term. Furthermore, remember that as you grow, you influence your environment too. When you embody qualities like resilience, kindness, and determination, you attract people who mirror those traits, reinforcing your journey. Continual personal growth strengthens not just you but also your entire circle. Take a moment to evaluate your current circle. Are your relationships helping you grow or holding you back? If they are dragging you down, it might be time to seek new influences that align with your aspiration. Remember, transformation is a collaborative journey. Your team should inspire, test, and elevate you. Build an environment that supports the best version of yourself, and you'll see that change becomes much more achievable and even inevitable with the right people by your side. Secret number 8. Prioritize health and well-being. Transformation isn't only mental, it's physical too. Without good health, it's difficult to pursue any form of change effectively. Regular exercise, nourishing food, and mental self-care are foundational. Mind and body are interconnected. Strengthen one, and you strengthen the other. As Epictetus said, it's not things themselves that disturb us but our opinions about them. A healthy body fuels a strong, clear mind. Make health your priority by moving your body, sleeping enough, and feeding yourself well. True transformation starts from within and radiates outward into every area of your life. Health is the bedrock of sustainable transformation. Without it, facing challenges becomes harder, and potential remains unrealized. The link between mind and body is undeniable. When one suffers, the other struggles too. Epictetus's reminder about the power of perception highlights that mental distress is often self-generated. However, when your body is well cared for, managing your thoughts and emotions becomes easier. Exercise, a balanced diet, and practices like meditation or mindfulness build resilience both physically and mentally. A healthy body supports a sharp mind, enabling you to handle adversity with clarity and strength. Exercise isn't just for building muscles, it sharpens the mind. Activities like walking, yoga, and strength training reduce stress, lift mood, and enhance focus. Movement triggers endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, keeping you emotionally balanced. Nutrition is equally crucial. Your body needs the right fuel to perform. Whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and proteins provide lasting energy and vitality. Proper sleep is another often overlooked pillar. Sleep restores your mind and body, enhances emotional stability, and improves cognitive performance, making it an essential element for sustainable transformation. Prioritize sleep just as you prioritize movement and nourishment. Taking care of your body builds the strength needed for personal change. Prioritize daily movement, fuel yourself with nutritious foods, and ensure restful sleep. A healthy foundation arms you with the energy, mental clarity, and emotional resilience necessary to face life's challenges. Transformation is an inside-out process. When you nurture your physical health, you create the conditions for lasting mental and emotional growth. Treat your health as non-negotiable, and you'll empower yourself to tackle the difficult work of personal evolution. Secret number 9 is to practice patience. Transformation takes time. There are no shortcuts or overnight successes. Trust the journey and give yourself grace. Small, consistent changes made over time create enormous results. Patience allows you to keep moving forward even when results aren't immediately visible. Marcus Aurelius captured this wisdom when he said, "Be patient and tough, someday this pain will be useful to you." True transformation unfolds gradually. Trust that today's efforts will bear fruit in time, even if you can't see the results just yet. Patience is perhaps the hardest virtue to master during transformation, especially in a world that idolizes quick results and instant gratification. True change isn't immediate, it demands steady, persistent effort over time. While you might not notice dramatic shifts day to day, those small steps are laying the groundwork for profound change. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. Even painful experiences serve a purpose and will benefit you in the future. Each struggle, each minor setback, strengthens you, preparing you for future success and deeper transformation. Transformation is about slow, deliberate building, not instant change. You won't wake up one morning and find yourself completely different. Instead, you'll inch forward, little by little, with each small action you take daily. Over time, these actions compound into major breakthroughs. Progress is often invisible at first, like roots growing underground before a plant breaks through the surface. Consistent, steady effort, even when it feels pointless, eventually yields lasting change. Trust in the unseen growth happening beneath the surface. Stay patient and remain committed even when progress seems slow. Like planting seeds, the work you do today creates the success of tomorrow. The struggles you endure now will become the strengths you draw from later. Each small act of perseverance shapes your transformation. Embrace patience as a daily practice. Trust that even your toughest moments are moving you forward. By sticking with the journey through good days and bad, you will eventually achieve the lasting change you seek. Secret number 10 is to step out of your comfort zone. Real transformation happens outside the familiar. True growth requires that you push past what feels easy and safe. Whether it's trying something new, taking risks, or challenging yourself in ways you haven't before, discomfort signals growth. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, understood this well when he said, "Well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing." Transformation is a gradual process that happens by consistently stepping into the unknown and pushing your limit. Leaving your comfort zone is crucial yet often resisted because it's uncomfortable. But true transformation doesn't happen where things feel familiar, it happens when you challenge yourself. Whether it's trying new experiences, embracing uncertainty, or tackling fears head-on, discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Zeno's words remind us that while each small step may seem insignificant alone, together they create monumental change. Growth isn't about giant leaps, it's about steady, courageous action taken every day, especially when it feels daunting. Understand that stepping outside your comfort zone isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. Every time you push yourself beyond what's comfortable, you expand your potential. Whether it's speaking up when you usually stay silent, taking on a role you feel unprepared for, or pursuing a passion despite fear, those actions, however small, accumulate over time. Growth happens at the edge of discomfort. Your willingness to feel uneasy is a key ingredient for lasting transformation. Accept that discomfort is a natural part of growth. Push yourself to try new things, take calculated risks, and embrace challenges. No step is too small. What matters is the direction you're moving. By consistently stepping outside your comfort zone, you will discover the strength, resilience, and courage needed to create the life you desire. Transformation unfolds one step at a time, and every step you take into the unfamiliar shapes the person you are becoming.